Skippy02 here, and if you're anything like me, you've been wanting, perhaps even needing, one of these modern action cameras, or sport cameras as they're often called. This one in front of you happens to be a CONTOUR ROAM2. Several models of CONTOUR cameras to choose from. I chose this one for a couple different reasons. In the following video, I'll highlight them. But for right now, we're going to do a simple little unboxing and a quick review. So this is the box, magnetic closure, basic description on the inside. Camera would be here. I've already taken it out. Bottom of the box, side of the box, top of the box is open. Opposite side of the box, slide out the contents. Chuck that off to the side. You've got this nice little package deal here with the camera and all of its accessories that are included. Lift up on the tab. You can actually pull this little cover tray up and off. And inside what you have is the camera would be sitting here. The sleeve, I guess you would call it, little baggie for the camera. Has a couple nice features to it, including an integrated lens cloth that is sewn into this. You can pull it out, wipe your lens, and a secondary storage pocket inside. You can put memory cards or whatever. Comes with a leash, a sticker. The leash separates into two parts to make removal of the camera from whatever you have it leashed to easy. A USB 2.0 cable with standard 2.0 connection and mini connection, as you can see right there. Cord's about 6 foot long. Comes with a couple of mounts. This is the most common and I guess generic of the mounts. Basically double-sided adhesive on one side, the mount on the other. Stick this to whatever, mount your camera to it. The ROAM2 does come with its own micro USB, or not USB, but SD card and an adapter so that you can use it on most anything. Some of the cameras do, some of the cameras don't. This one does. It's 4 gigs. You have an extra 3M adhesive panel for this mount. This is the pivot mount. Flat on one side, adhesive backed, as you can see. When you lock or unlock this, where's the lock button? There it is there. You push that to the side to unlock it. You can rotate this 360 degrees, pick your angle, lock it back, and you're good to go. Anyway, comes with one of these as well. Stick all this back in here because this isn't really what we're overly interested in. But anyway, if you were overly interested in, this is what you get in the box. I was overly interested in it, and that's why I'm making this video. Couldn't find anything out there giving me any details. So we'll set that to the side and we'll get to the camera itself. This is the ROAM2. As I said, basically all the CONTOUR cameras carry this same overall profile, size, and shape. Some of the other ones have various features that this one does not, and vice versa. This one happens to be the most affordable, I think, in the lineup. You can pick this up pretty much everywhere under $100. Currently on Amazon it's $89, and you get it in your choice of 4 colors. Rubber lens cap is removable, obviously. This is the business end. It's currently clocked to record upside down, which would be like so. In the lens there, which you can see, it says CONTOUR ROAM2, 1080p HD, and 170 degree wide angle. That's of course because it's HD. And it does record in HD, but at 30 frames a second on 1080. 60 frames or 30 frames a second, your choice, on 720, and then 480 at 30 frames or 60 frames per second. And you can also set it up to do still shots. Basically you turn it on, and every so often in a pre-programmed increment it will snap a picture. The head is rotatable 270 degrees to suit whatever angle you may have it in. Obviously sitting straight up like this is its native position, and you would want it at 0 for that. But if you wanted to, for whatever reason, record on its side, if that's the best way to mount it, you could rotate it to 90 degrees like so, noted by the arrow, and it would now record at 90 degrees. Or transversely, you could go to the negative 90 degrees, as seen there, and record this way. Or you could flip it all the way upside down, seen right there, lined up with the arrow, and it'll record like so. Excuse me. One of the best things about these cameras is their simplicity of use. Basically, you have a lock button here. That's obviously locked. This slider will not move. You flip this to the unlock position, flip this button forward, and this thing starts recording until you flip it back down or it runs out of media card space to record to. I should note that when you have it in a record position, you can actually lock it there as well so that you don't inadvertently bump the switch and quit recording. On the top here at the bottom, you see the battery marking and the SD marking. That is so you have an indicator on board as to the status of the camera. You can access that by the status button, which is this right here. You touch this, bingo. Red, yellow, and green. Green indicates 80% or better battery, or 50% or better battery, 80% or better memory. Why that's that way, I don't know, but that's the way they have it set up. Then, of course, it drops to yellow and then to red, and I think red for both is 10% or less. So you can do that. Also, when you hit the status button, it will give you a laser. That is your leveler. I will try to indicate that now. Let's see. Go into status mode, and can you see that right there? Anyway, the line is flat and will indicate whether or not the camera is level so that you can adjust the head accordingly so that obviously you record at a level plane. This is the rear door. It's locked currently. You can unlock it, flip it up, and gain access to the inside. Inside of here, I don't know if you can read all that, but basically you have a reset button at the very top. Basically that will reset all of the programmable functions. The mini USB cable, that's for charging and programming on your laptop. Basically this button in the middle is the status button. Then you have your micro SD slot right here. It will support up to a 32 gig card. And then you have on the very bottom that little itty bitty button that's very hard to reach. That's the format button so that you can wipe out and set up any new memory cards that you put into it. That's it. That's all there is. It's very simple, and it's one of the reasons I like it. The camera is made out of aluminum, polycarbonate substructure down here. Battery is built in, lithium ion, somewhere between 3 and 4 hours of runtime. Let's see, what else? Weighs about 5 ounces, so it's completely light. You could easily forget this. There are a ton of additional mounts out there. You can mount it to anything from goggles to helmets to handlebars to windshields, you name it. One feature you won't read anywhere is that it has a threaded bung that is 1/4 20 thread. That allows you to mount it to most tripods that are pretty much standard in the camera world and various other mounts. As far as what you need to do to run this, take it out of the package, plug your USB cable into your computer, go to the website listed, which is www.contour.com/startup, and that will take you step by step on programming and activating as well as registering your camera, and then it will give you a walkthrough of the setup features. Once it's set up, you basically forget it. You don't need to do anything at that point other than flip the switch, record. When you hook this up to your computer after you've recorded, basically it works like a giant memory card. It will require you to have QuickTime installed for viewing and editing your videos, so any and all software you have for that is compatible. Okay, what else have I mentioned or not mentioned? Oh yes, one of the great things about these Contour cameras, factory Picatinny mount. If you're an active sport recreational shooter and want to record your shooting, pick you up one of these. Anyway, that's the basics of a Contour ROAM2. This is Scipio2. We thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day. Thanks.